ako ready.
Good morning po.
Good morning
Good
po.
morning.
Hindi ko na ipakikilala ang sarili ko kasi kilala niya naman ako.
Hindi pa.
Ay, baka gusto mong mag-biography ako dito. Anyway, good morning po. So today, i-reflect natin ang very important aspect natin sa MFC, our mission, a very important mission in MFC, being servant of household, being household servant. So, being household servant, it's not simply a task. Hindi lang yan basta-basta task, hindi yan work sa trabaho, organizational responsibility na ginagawa natin sa trabaho. It's a sacred calling from God. Kasi each one of us, being a household servant, each one of us has been entrusted with people, mga brothers and sisters, couples, families, and those people needs guidance, encouragement, most especially prayers, at saka yung support natin. So, sabi nga dito, household servant, it's not just a task. It entails a lot of things. It entails guidance to those who we shepherd, support most especially. So in many ways, we are becoming instrument through God, which, through God now, tayo yung magkikare sa tao, sa people of God. God will care for His people. We are the instrument through which God cares for His people. Di ba ang ganda? It's beautiful when you, I'm gonna repeat it again. We become instruments through which God will care for His people. Kasi si Lord nandun. He cares for us, but He needs instrument. He needs His hands to care for other people. At the same time, of course, to be honest, it can be overwhelming at times. Some of you may ask, am I even capable of being a household servant? Am I worthy to lead others? I'm not that prayerful in the beginning, but are we worthy? Am I worthy to lead others? Paano if magkamali ako? Paano kung may magawa akong mali or may masabi akong mali? The good news is, God does not call only the qualified. He qualifies the called. He qualifies those who He calls. When Jesus chose His disciples, or their ordinary people, fishermen, tax collector, mga simpleng tao, with weakness and limitations. Just like us, we have our own weaknesses, we have our own limitations. But yet, because they responded to God's call, they became powerful instrument of His love. Imagine, sabi dito kanina, we become instruments through God which God will care for His people. Tas instrument pa tayo ng pagmamahal ni Lord sa mga tao niya. Diba ang gandang pakinggan? Ang ganda ng trabaho natin bilang household servants. So in the same way, God is doing something new in our lives. We are called to become pastoral servants. Hindi lang tayo, again, I'll repeat, hindi lang to simple task. We are instrument para ipakita ni Lord yung pagmamahal niya sa mga tao niya, pagmamahal at pag-aalaga sa tao. You become pastoral servants, leaders of household that form the basic structure of MFC. MFC will not be MFC kung wala yung household. Parang community. What's the smallest unit of our society? Di ba families? The same way, MFC, the smallest unit of MFC is the household. So very important talaga yung household. Kaya nga kanina in the beginning I said, importante yung trabaho natin sa MFC because we take care of the smallest unit of MFC. And through this household, member experience yung fellowship, yung healing, spiritual growth, tsaka yung encouragement, and most especially yung love and support natin. Your role, our role really matters. It greatly matters. It is very important. So, as household servants, di naman madali na mag-household servant, hindi naman tayo perfect agad day one. Just like when we were first employed in our jobs, di naman natin alam lahat ng gagawin natin. We are trained by our mentors. The same way, hindi naman tayo perfect agad pagdating natin. bilang household servant. You're not called to become perfect leaders. It's not done overnight. You are called to respond humbly and fully. Sabi nga dito, not that I'm ready because I'm capable. I am ready because God called me. And leadership in MFC is different from worldly leadership. Example na lang sa Pilipinas, very hot topic. Yung leadership sa Pilipinas can be just because of power, recognition, status, and control. And we see that sa mga news. But Christian leadership is servant leadership. We're not just leaders, we're also servants. Jesus himself said in Mark chapter 10 verse 43 that whoever wants to become great among you must be a servant. Ang model natin dyan is Jesus Christ. Imagine Jesus Christ washed the feet of his disciples, diba? E nung time na yun, ang trabaho nung...
Big deal yun.
Yeah, kasi lowest servant yung nagwawash ng feet. And he modeled servanthood sa atin. So, a household servant, ano slide na ba ako?
Pangalawa.
3 na yata.
Out yan, 3.
Encourage one another. Learn from
Hindi pa yan.
another. Balik mo.
A household servant, we are not just leaders, we are guide, brother, sister, minsan nanay, minsan tatay, prayer warrior, most especially we are servant of God's people.
Hindi, klaro lang muna natin. Ang chapter servant, ang lolo. Tama ba? Lolo.
Yeah, lolo sila.
Lolo sila.
Lolo't lola.
Ang unit servant, ang
Tatay.
tatay. Tapos ang
Kuya,
household
ate.
servants, ang
Ang
kuya.
ate.
Kuya kayo ng mga members.
Yeah.
Lolo. Lolo Win.
Go.
Lolo. Lola.
Nanay ate.
Kami, nanay kami.
Huwag na, masakit sa ulo. Your mission, balik tayo guide. Nalito ko, guide, brother, listener. Siyempre, pag may mga challenges sila, nandyan tayo to always listen to them. Prayer warrior, yes, we pray for them. Our mission is to help bring our household member closer to Christ. Sabi ko kanina, many feel of us unprepared when we start serving. Ako, ayokong magtagpo. To be honest, I told Jed before, sabi ko sa kanya, pag gawin niyo na ako ng lahat, kahit ano sa likod, magluto ako, kung anong iutos niyo sa akin gagawin ko, huwag niyo lang ako pagtutok. Pero,
Ano ginagawa mo ngayon?
ginagawa ko yun. At saka kasi, nung may nagtanong sa akin pwede ka ba mag-talk? Hindi ko siya mahindian. So, yun. Parang sabi ko, hindi ko naman alam paano mag-talk. Hindi ko alam paano mag-prepare. Hindi ko alam kung kaya ko ba. But then sabi nga ni Jed, para ka lang namang sa work mo, di ba? Kaya mong magsalita kahit ang kausap mo is VP, SVP, kung ano man yan. Kaya mo, why not sa community? So itong ginagawa ko ngayon. Amen, di ba? Minsan, sabi nga dito, unprepared tayo when we begin serving. Pero si Moses ba? He felt inadequate. Si Jeremiah, he felt too young. Si Peter, he denied Jesus for 3 times. Pero sino ba ang nag-serve siya after that? So, we may feel unprepared, yet, God used us, or used them, pati yung mga example ko kanina, they used us powerfully. Bakit? Because they allowed God to work through them. Pinabayaan nila si Lord. Pinayaan nila si Lord na gamitin sila para sa work niya. So, let's not focus too much on our weaknesses like I did before. Focus instead of God's faithfulness. Kasi God, sabi ko nga kanina, ulitin ko, God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. If God called you into service, He will also empower you, give you the grace to lead. Dati din, one experience na ginawa ko, sabi ko kay Jen, before, ayokong mag-worship sa harap. That's not Hindi ko alam kung kakayanin ko. But, nung nag-marriage circle, parang I was forced to do it. And then sabi ko nga sa kanya, oo nga, no, ganun lang pala yun. Kahit na pala, kasi sabi niya, isulat mo. Kasi ikaw pa rin naman yun eh. Isulat ko, yeah, tama nga, mabilis na. Mas madali mong practice, kumbaga practice makes perfect. So ito ako, very, very, very 100% na ako. So as a servant, di ka lang nagsiserve, but you will also grow gradually in wisdom, confidence, patience, talagang patience. Maraming patience.
Dami na na.
Dami.
Sobrang madami. At saka, yung love, kasi sa household natin or sa mga members natin, hindi naman, I would say fake, hindi naman pakitang tao yung pagpapakita natin ng support, yung pagpapakita natin ng pagmamahal sa kanila. Totoo, nararamdaman natin yun dito. Yun yung tamang service. Nandito mo nararamdaman. You don't just say it. You put it in action. And again, no servant becomes effective overnight. We learn as we go. Growth happens daily. How? Prayer, of course. Humility. Very important ang humility. Remember ka matigas ulo. Pagagalitan mo ba agad? Or pagsasalitaan mo ng something. Hindi eh. You have to be humble enough to let them understand. Obedience. Sabi nga nila. And always, Jed always says this. God is a God of order. So we have to follow. We have to be obedient. And syempre, as you do your servant leadership or pagsiserve sa household, you gradually learn through your experience. The same way sa trabaho, ganun din, di ba? Kaya don't be discouraged if you make mistakes kasi you learn from them. Kahit naman sa regular na buhay natin, we learn from our mistakes, di ba? So every household meeting, every conversation, every challenges, it becomes part of God's training sa inyo, sa atin. Example dito nga kanina. Actually, nasabi ko na example ko. I don't know how to lead worship, or guide discussions. But to prayer, to preparation, and just sincerity of what you're doing. And after a few months, you're gonna get used to it. You'll begin to get used to what you are doing. So growth didn't come from perfection. It comes from faithfulness. Ano something, Daddy? Okay, ito na pala yung tama.
We are servant leaders.
So, one important thing that we must remember, hindi naman kayo nag-iisa sa service niyo eh. You do not serve alone. In MFC, your leadership is not isolated. Nandito kami. We're connected. We are one body. Parang yung, I don't remember exactly, pero di ba merong verse na si Lord is the head, pero maraming body that moves, that does things together. May sarili-sariling trabaho. So we're connected as one body. God designed our community so that servant leaders support one another. We support each other. Hindi kayo mag-isa. Kung may kailangan kayong topic, for example, or may kailangan kayong may problema sa household that you need guidance, andito tayo. MFC, we serve as a network of pastoral leaders. It means we encourage one another, we learn from each other, and we support each other. Very importantly, we do not serve out of rivalry or pride.
Competition.
Hindi tayo nagko-competition eh. Walang competition dito. The way we serve could be different. The way we handle our household could be different. But everything that we do, again, I must say we must do it with love and out of love.
Natandaan nyo na before na pag may ginawa ang Unit 1, hindi yung ngayon na, pag may ginawa ang Unit 1, tatapatan ng Unit 2. Yung noon pa, di ba? Pag may ginawa ang Unit 2, gagawin ng Unit 1, hindi dapat ganun eh. Di ba dapat pag may ginawa ang isang unit, maging masaya tayo. Tapos pag may ginawa yung isa, let's support one another. Hindi dapat competition. O sila ang bongga ng household nila, hindi dapat pataasan, hindi pabonggahan.
Yeah, there's no competition in service. We're one mission, one body. We're serving only one Lord. So, be open to your leaders regarding every aspect of your service. Sometimes kasi nakaka-hiya na or ano tawag Tagalog ng hesitate? Nag-aalangan tayo to open up because baka tayo ma-judge or baka masabihan tayo, ay, baka mali yung ginagawa natin. Mabash. Ano to? Social media?
Baka makancel.
Cancel culture tayo ngayon.
Wala na yun.
Mababash.
Nag-cancel culture.
Maubos ang followers ko, 5 na nga lang.
May 5 ka pa eh.
Ayun na nga. So, anyway, huwag tayo matakot mag-open up kasi that's how we can help guide you and support you. Kasi openness will allow healing, wisdom, and yun nga, proper guidance, importante. And as I said kanina, humility is essential in leadership. Sobrang required. Kailangan. Meron akong example na may isang household na nagkamali yung household member. Nag-sorry. Sabi ng household leader, I don't accept your sorry. It is your humility. You can't, you need to be a good example din sa members mo kasi how can they see you as a leader, as a servant of God kung ikaw mismo hindi nila nakikita sa iyo yung mga tinuturo mo. Walk the talk, kumbaga nga. Or example ko dito dun sa
Parang kilala ko yun.
May kilala din naman yan.
Ay, sino yan?
Hindi tayo yata.
Hindi tayo yan.
dahil
Ay, nakabidyo.
narinig ko lang.
Nakabidyo pala tayo.
Ako na nga, sige na nga. Sorry.
Wala lang sinabi.
I accept your apology.
I'm sorry. On my own,
Sa susunod na.
Nasusunod na lang bro ha. Babalik ako dun sa pastoral leaders, we encourage, learn, and support each other. So kung merong nag-work sa household, for example, may nag-work sa household ni Ate Bel, pwede ko bang example yun? Wag na lang.
Pwede.
Yung tithing, for example, ang galing ni Ate Bel. Grabe, ang galing. So,
Saludo kami.
saludo ko sa'yo, grabe, dalawa pa. Yung style mo ba, how can it help the other households na medyo hirap, for example?
Ay, nag-aabaw na ba siya?
Oo, grabe.
Galing yung style niya.
Diba?
Lahat may tights eh.
Oo, may tight na. Cover mo na kami.
Ate Bel, next time, magsasend ako sa'yo.
Ikakat ko na lang to, bro.
Oo nga, pakita.
Generosity.
Hindi kasi, di ba yung nangyayari sa kanila, yung ginagawa nila na maganda yung result, pwede nating i-apply, baka pwede makatulong sa atin. Or halimbawa, may hindi nag-a-attend ng household. Ano bang style mo para ma-attend mo ng household yung mga members? Yung ganong klaseng sharing, tulungan tayo sa, hindi lang to sa unit, sa buong chapter eh. Talagang tulungan. It's not competition, it's collaboration. Diba? Okay. Gaano na ako katagal? Hindi ko alam kasi hindi ako nag-time. So how should you relate?
Collaboration, ano?
It's not competition.
It's not competition.
Mas collaboration.
Ako late ako
Pakitandaan.
lagi ng tights. Late ako ng tights.
Very tight ba? Ang tight.
Pag na-late okay lang, di ba?
Better late than never, bro.
Tama.
Sekretarya ko kasi.
Kasi kuminsan, ay, June na pala.
Sabi ko.
Nasisi pa. Okay, balik tayo. Relating to your unit servants. Sino ba unit servant nyo? Ang gugulo nyo. Kumanda lang. Servant leadership, sabi nga kanina, is a sacred calling from God. God does not qualify. He qualifies the call. So, don't worry. He will empower you and guide you. You're not alone in your service. Inulit ko lang, summary lang to. We are a network of leaders. We will encourage, learn, and support each other. Sabi nga sa kanina, how should you relate? Paano kayo magre-relate sa amin? We should relate to our household servant. We should relate to our unit servants, to our chapter servants. Pero paano? How? Your unit servant, hindi lang yan supervisor ninyo or administrator nyo. Your unit servant is your pastoral shepherd. He is committed to you and your household. We supports you, advise you, pray for you, of course, and help you grow. So never think of asking for help means it's a weakness. Hindi kayo dapat magtago kung anong nangyayari sa household. You should be open to your unit servants. Kasi you can definitely tell, ako na lang, ganito na lang para mas madali. You can definitely tell us what you need help with.
Paying pera.
Ayun, wala. Sa kanya kayo mangingi, wag sa akin. Yun, wala. So, nandito kami para tumulong sa inyo, hindi kayo para i-judge. Nandito kami to help you to grow your servanthood or servantship, kung ano tawag doon, with you. We, as a unit servant, desires you to see you. Syempre, makita namin yung spiritual growth, yung effectiveness sa service, and syempre, yung growth doon sa household members niyo. That's why communication talaga is important. Don't pretend everything's fine. Oy, okay lang kami. Okay lang mga members namin. Pero sa totoo, may members pala kayo nag-aaway. May members kayong hindi nakaka-attend. They're drifting away. So, paano namin kayo matutulungan kung hindi kayo open sa unit servants?
And the reason for that is, pag hindi namin alam, hindi natin ma-address. Pag hindi namin ma-address, mahihirapan ang chapter servants natin. So magkakaroon tayo ng chaotic structure. So ano lang natin na yung ating anong tawag doon? Protocol, tama ba? Our protocol is if your members have an issue, they go to you. Okay? Kayo magre-resolve. Pag hindi nyo kayang i-resolve, then you go to us. Pag hindi namin kayang i-resolve, then that's the time pupunta tayo sa chapter. Pag hindi kaya ng chapter, that's the time we go to area. Kasi may nangyayari before na yung member mismo pumupunta na kagad sa area, nagsusumbong na.
Servant
So,
General.
o kaya sa Pilipinas, dumidiretso kay Tito Frank na.
Servant general.
Di ba? Parang, kumbaga parang hindi sa pag-aano, ayusin muna natin sa bakod natin bago tayo pumunta sa iba.
Ang ano naman namin, ano lang, in addition, pag dumiretso sa amin yung member nyo, sabihin muna namin, nag-usap na ba kayo ng household servant mo? Or kung kayo naman, dumiretso sa inyo, para...
Tsaka, yun nga yung structure natin is vertical, di ba? Not horizontal. So, ibig sabihin, kung may problema, yung members nyo, i-emphasize na you have to approach yung household head, hindi yung kapwa mo member. Sasabihin mo, bakit si ganito, ganyan, hindi. Dapat doon sa taas, nakakataas. Same way with like yung unit heads nyo, dapat hindi sila doon sa kapwa nila unit heads magsusumbong. It's vertical, hindi horizontal. But at the same time, vertical, pero hindi yung magja-jump ka, may aanuhan ka na.
Pero paano pag yung member, bawal kumain, pero pumupunta sa mga restaurant na hindi nagsasabi sa asawa? Kanino magsusumbong?
Para makaturo ko.
Wala sa dyan! Wala sa dyan!
Hindi na!
Parang ikot na.
Sa labas!
Brody, kita
Kain
nilalagay.
lang naman.
Nakikita.
Kaya pala perfect ang household ni sister.
Breakfast, ang dami, no?
Complete set eh.
Ako, kung nakapunta ka sa mga ito, naku po.
Hindi ka tayo naiimbita.
Invited po kayo.
Wala kami, may bagong bukas na kainan.
Mag-step up
niya kasi para parating
May bagong bukas na kainan, napuntahan na niya kagad, bro.
Hindi naman sila nagpaparinig sa servant namin,
Oo!
ha? Hindi sila nagpaparinig
Ay, hindi
sa
naman
servant
nagpaparinig.
namin.
Vertical daw, vertical.
Paparinig naman ako sila mag-step up.
Hindi, wala.
Okay, balik na tayo.
At least may babalikan tayo, recorded to eh.
Ah,
For the record,
Brother
for the record.
James, kamusta kayo dyan?
For the
Okay,
record.
balik na tayo para matapos tayo. Okay, so, ano na? Ang gulo mo, Dad. Wala na ako. So, yan. Sabi ko nga, sa household servant, just be honest kasi we're here to guide you. Remember, hindi kayo expected to carry the burden alone. We're here to help. Totoo yun. We're here to help, support, and guide you. Totoo yun. Galing sa kaibuturan ng puso ko. Naks.
Lalim nun.
Pag nagkaroon pala ako ng problema, sabihin ko na lang diretso na kayo kay Sister Anne.
Ang tayo mag-jump eh.
Bro, kausapin niyo muna.
Kaya nga, kausapin ko na!
Hindi, horizontal to.
Hindi. Kausapin ko na, sabihin ko na. Dumiretso na kayo.
Bro, hindi ka nakikinig.
Sabi nyo kausapin.
Sabi niyo ko,
Sabi ko,
Kausapin niyo muna.
Kausapin ko nga. Pero sabihin ko na.
Ayusin niyo muna.
Okay.
Bago niyo Ang sabi ko, pag hindi niyo naayos, tsaka sa amin.
Para ayaw mo na pagsabi mo.
sabi niyo
At ayusin.
diretso na ako kay
Bro, dapat kausapin at ayusin.
Ayusin.
Ah.
Nakalimutan mo sabihin.
Ayusin.
Ma-stress lalo si
Yung wrinkles, kumawa naman kayo. Ang mana ng skincare ko.
Pero in fairness kahit madaling araw, pwede nyo tawagan si...
Kausap namin yan, 8 to o'clock.
Oh, para pala kay si Erwin. Nagtitext alas 2 ng
Alas
madaling
na sa
araw.
madaling araw, talat ako.
Hindi naka-record
4
kayo. Takat
o'clock,
ko ba yan?
nag-text na rin kami yan.
Pag napanood ni ano yan.
Sorry.
Erwin yan, lagot kayo. Okay. What should you discuss with your unit servants? Siyempre, household. Tama ba ako?
Yan, he's
It's
committed
committed
to
with
Wala
you
na, tapos
until
na
the
yan.
members of your
Next na.
group.
Next na.
Hindi ba pwedeng basketball?
Yan, okay.
Sila, mag-uusap sila ng basketball kami. Hindi ko alam anong bags. Okay, so, anong kailangan natin pag-usapan?
Ewan
Dami.
sa'yo.
Diba? Household. Household mismo. We should regularly discuss overall conditions of your household. Speaking of, magwa-one-on-one tayong tatlo sometime in the next 2 weeks.
Sino kami?
Kayo, sila, tsaka sila.
Sabi ko, sino kami?
One-to-one yun.
One-on-one tayo. So,
Principal's
usually,
office na kayo.
Nare-reprimand pa kami.
Hindi.
Uy,
Hindi,
teka
hindi
lang
namin.
iko-correct ko lang ang one-on-one, hindi yan pag may kasalanan kayo. Constant yan.
Updates lang,
At ito yung
updates.
pag-uusapan natin. Household. Ano
Di
ba
ba
yung...
na-experience mo yon?
Oh,
Na
kasi
nakita nyo na
before-
mahalaga yung one-to-one kasi
Yeah.
doon nyo nalalaman.
Yes.
Di ba kasi one-to-one sa mag-asawa eh?
Oo nga eh.
Di ba yun?
Hindi, pero ang kadalasan kasi, i-correct natin, pag sinabing, bro, we need to talk to you, one-to-one tayo, hindi kayo office nun. Meron kaming gustong malaman, or meron kayong gusto, it's vice versa.
Yes.
Gusto nyo kaming makausap, pwede nyo kaming sabihan, bro, one-to-one tayo. Pwedeng manggaling sa inyo, pwedeng hindi manggaling sa amin.
Tsaka,
Okay.
idagdag ko lang, kasi ang relationship naman, di ba laging, kahit na mag-asawa,
Two-way.
two-way. Kung kami may feedback sa inyo, kayo, pwede rin kayo mag-feedback sa amin. Ano bang, kung may nagagawa ba kaming mali, kung may kailangan i-improve. Ganon din. Dapat talaga, ayan, open
Open book.
Open book. Open yung communication. So, balik ako. Household, tungkol sa household, anong pag-uusapan natin? Kamusta yung members nyo? How are they relating to each other? Comfortable ba silang mag-share with each other sa household? Meron bang unity within the household? Nakakapag-worship ba kayo freely? Do you spend time together outside of MC? Mga ganong bagay na ginagawa ng household. Ano ang attitude nila towards MFC? Ano yung mga sila din for sure may feedback. And yun yung importante na dapat nating pag-usapan. Kasi ang healthy household, hindi lang yung meetings a household is not just yung household meeting. Sa household, dun tayo nakakapag-grow ng yung brotherhood, sisterhood, openness, joy, and love of God. So, kailangan talaga, as a basic unit of MFC, kailangan maganda rin yung sa household niyo. Malaman din namin kung anong nangyayari. For example, sa isang household, parang gustong mag-share ng isa, hindi makapag-share yung isa dahil, alam mo yun, may babangayan sila. Or sa household, for example, kita mo nag-aaway yung mag-asawa. How do you help with that?
Hindi naman yata nangyayari sa inyo.
Usap tayo.
Puro na may.
Hindi, ang pinaka kasi, ang pinaka gusto natin makorek. Pagdating kasi sa household, minsan gumaganti pag may narinig,
Sagutan.
sinasagot. Kailangan natin makorek na hindi dapat pinapahiya ang asawa sa harapan ng lahat.
Nako.
That is
Anong tubig, bro?
Hindi, pero di ba? That is the most common thing na nangyayari. Kumbaga, nagginagawang katatawanan ang asawa sa harapan ng lahat. Which is,
Hindi naman kakatawanan yun. Yung parang
Ano yun?
Siguro lang.
hindi, may ganung instances na
Doon sa harap ng household,
sa harapan ng
nagtatalo.
household na talagang pinapahiya na yung asawa
Hindi
niya.
naman pinapahiya. Minsan
Hindi, kumbaga parang yung masakit na joke. Gagamitin na joke,
ay, ganun
pero
pala.
so yung mga ganon, kailangan natin ma-pinpoint, kailangan natin ma-correct. So,
O, example nga, yung household na minsan
Nagpaparinig.
parinigan.
So, kailan na ang ano natin, taming of the tongues?
malapit na. Alam na ni Browin
Alam
yun.
na ni Browin yan, marapit na. Parang area nga dapat ang timing mo.
Ano yan, mandatory?
Mandatory dapat yan. So example nga, di ba, yung hindi nag-share or hindi makakonect sa household. Or minsan, kung bagong household, ang hirap. Experience na natin yun before na parang paano sila magiging close. Hindi lang sa household eh. Minsan pwede rin tayong lumabas. Dati ginagawa natin yun ni Sister Apple yung girls night out. Na always girls night out. Ang boys lagi nagrereklamo kasi wala silang night out.
Never ako naka-experience
O, dito kayo sa basketball morning na yun.
Sorry bawal ako mag-night out.
Doon naman kayo nag-ano,
Basketball, diba?
Kaya yung mga non-bonding.
Sa tagal ko sa MFC, never ako naka-experience ng boys
Ala nga
night out.
naman kami pa magplano ng boys night out.
Yan nga, nagbabasketball kayo. Nandun na kayo lahat.
Sa,
Basketball.
Sige bro, magplano tayo.
Oo.
Boys night out.
Karaoke
Ano yan?
night.
Hindi naman tayo nagpaplano sila eh.
Kaya nga
Para
eh.
sa atin.
Ayaw nga daw nila eh.
Masunurin tayo eh.
Basketball na nga, diba?
Basketball na lang.
Ano gusto nila? Basketball.
Pagkatapos ng basketball, punta sila sa diner o mag-breakfast.
Breakfast.
Oo, ganda. Tapa. Tapsulog.
Bigyan na namin kayo ng ano ha, ng example. Pwede nyo na gawin. O next, individual members. Una kanina, household member, pwede natin pag-usapan. Next, individual members. Each of our members has unique struggle. Ang household servants, they are called to care for them pastorally. So, ano yung i-discuss natin during our discussion, prayer life ng ating members, yung relationship with spouse and children, struggle sa work, of course, challenges sa faith, attitude toward authority, yan ang mga pwede natin i-discuss, and yung mga other concerns. Pero it doesn't mean naman na ini-invade natin yung privacy nila or kinokontrol natin yung buhay nila. It means na we're just genuinely, ano ba yan?
Ano ko lang, habang umiinom siya, this is very important, especially if you're going to handle a new household. Diba? Kailangan natin malaman kung sino sa members ang hindi pa kasal. Diba? Importante yun. Kasi pag nagsi-CLS, hindi naman sinusulat doon, hindi naman doon inaano that we are married. Kumbaga, you assume that they are married. Pero meron na hindi kasal sa simbahan. Babalik tayo sa sinabi niya, hindi tayo nag-i-invade. Pero what we are going to do is we are going to suggest to them that kung na kailangan yung makasal sa simbahan. Diba? If you need help, we can come in and help them.
Yeah. Saka minsan, di ba, one-on-one din ninyo sa mga members, importante kasi that's where you find out yung pala kaya hindi nagtatides. Wala palang nawalan pala ng trabaho or may struggle na financial struggle or whatever. So, doon natin makikita, importante yung one-on-one talaga. Kung paano natin makikita yung mga struggles nila or yung mga issues na kailangan nating i-share para matulungan natin sila. Again, hindi naman para makapag-invade tayo ng privacy nila. It's more of how can we help them. So last, ay hindi pala, pangatlo pa lang. So developing pastoral vision. I always, narinig ko na to kay, madalas siya nang makausap ko madalas. Narinig ko na to sa kanya before kasi yung, we're not just leaders or servants para i-run yung meetings. Nandun tayo to, dapat may vision tayo eh. Halimbawa, members natin, for example, kina Sister Nicole na lang, sino yung pwedeng mag-household servant? Sino yung pwedeng coordinator or volunteers? Yung mga ganon. Same thing kina Ate Beth. Kunyari, sila Gerald, pwede ba silang volunteer sa youth, for example. Yung mga ganun, we do not lead mechanically, yung parang gaway-gawa, kasi kailangan. We lead with a purpose. Kailangan lagi tayong may purpose. Pero dapat, pinagdadasal natin yun, at saka dinadasal natin yun. Ano yung kailangan ng household natin? Katulad yung sinasabi ni Brother Nino, tongues? Taming the tongues. Yan. Ano yung kailangan?
For me.
For me.
Di, para sa ating lahat yun.
For us.
Yan, para sa ating
Biglang kabig eh.
totoo! Para sa ating lahat yun, kahit na nagsiserve na tayo, we still need that. Kasi syempre, naulok tayo minsan. Nauubusan din tayong pasensya. Minsan napapagod tayo. Pero, kailangan pa rin yung teaching sa everyday life. So, ano yung pinapipray natin sa household natin for our vision? Ano ba yung nililig? Diba sinabi din dati ni Brother James na kung ano yung kailangan ng household, for example, na topic, yun, i-discern nyo. Ano yung areas na kailangan nilang healing, for example, kailangan ba ng household yun? Yung household nyo should have goals for your household. Maybe kailangan ng household ng stronger prayer life, better participation, yung unity within the household, or healing relationship. Mga ganong examples. So, also consider individual goals for members. Yung nga sabi ko kanina, sinong pwedeng mag-household servants for next. So, we need to give them encouragement, healing, and formation. Formation in a sense na yung mga teachings na binibigay ng community, pwede nating ibigay. Always seek God's will in prayer. Kasi hindi naman to yung ano lang yung vision natin. Dapat pinagdadasal din natin yun. Vision na yun. Dapat hinihingan din natin ng tulong si God to give us direction. Pastoral leadership is not about personal preference. It's always about cooperating with God's plan for His people. Ano ba ako? Gano'n katagal? So, malapit na. Finally,
10
yung
minutes.
time and service, your time and your service. Siyempre, may sarili-sarili tayong buhay. Household servant must also examine honestly yung ating time and service. Service does not destroy, it should not destroy your personal life or family life or spiritual life. Dapat balance. Hindi pwedeng serve. Pero nakalimutan mo na yung mga anak mo, nakalimutan mo na yung ibang kailangan mong gawin sa yung personal life. So, always discuss with your unit servants yung workload, family responsibilities, job demands, tsaka yung pressure na kung nape-pressure ka sa service, always let us know. Always discuss it with us. Kasi kailangan balance. Ask yourself, am I spending quality time with my family? Is my prayer life healthy? Am I serving joyfully? Or becoming drained? Kasi nag-serve ka, pero dapat laging ang service mo is may joy. Hindi dapat nakaka-burn out. Or if you need any help, for example, magbabakasyon sila Ate Ben sa Pilipinas, they need someone to take care of the household in the meantime habang wala kayo. You can always ask us to cover for you. Diba?
Pero wag naman palagi.
Tulungan.
Hindi, pero yun, that's a great reminder. Pag hindi kayo pwede, you can ask us to come in.
Do not cancel.
Do not cancel a household. Kunyari, may nagkasakit kayo. Tapos, bro, hindi namin kaya. Pwede bang kayo ang mag-cover? Kami ang bahala sa household na yun. And if not kami, pwedeng kahit sino sa atin. Kahit gano'n nangyayari.
Or find someone.
Yeah, we could find someone. Kung pwede si Brother Fred, ikaw muna, tumao. Or kunyari hindi pwede si Brother June, dahil tinawag sa trabaho. Pag hindi kami pwede, kami ang first, kami ang una. Pag hindi kami pwede, hanap tayo. Brother Fred, Brother Nino, Brother James, pwedeng mag-cover in yun. Go ahead.
Bro, pwede join na.
Pwede rin, pwede.
Yeah.
We can plan definitely joint households. As long as tawag dito, hindi burden. Kasi,
Marami.
syempre, pagkain and
Marami.
everything. So,
Tsaka hindi pala parate.
hindi palagi dahil it breaks the tawag dito confidentiality nyo. Bago kayo magjo-joint household, pag-usapan muna kung ano yung topic kasi pag controversial ang topic, then magkakaalaman ng sikreto which is
Hindi, tsaka hindi
ayaw
dapat
natin.
masyadong yung
Hindi.
masyadong in-depth kasi syempre
Iba yung growth minsan
Oo,
kasi
oo.
nung
Dapat
household.
light
Anong
lang,
kailangan ng
topic.
isang
Lighter
household.
baka
topic.
dapat
Hindi
light
kailangan
lang
isa.
kasi merong pwede rin naman na medyo mas deeper yung conversation ng personal. Syempre yung iba hindi din gustong mag-share kapag maraming tao.
Pero
But
that's something that we could venture this year na magjo-joint households tayo. Pwedeng Penetrante plus Garino, Penetrante plus Reyes, Garino plus Samson. Gagawin natin yun.
Okay, going back. Time and service. Sometimes we become too busy serving others. Minsan, sarili natin, nakakalimutan natin, malapit ang tapos. But we cannot give what we do not have. If our spiritual life is weak, eventually our service becomes weak. So dapat, talagaan din natin yung sarili natin. We're accountable for our self-care, our prayer. Importante rin tayo kasi, paano na, pag lahat tayo nagkasakit, paano ng MFC, di ba? So, in conclusion, sabi kasi malapit na ako. Being servants of household is both a privilege and responsibility. Privilege yun kasi tinutulungan natin si Lord sa trabaho niya. But also a responsibility kasi God has given us these people to shepherd. May binigay siyang mga buhay sa atin para alagaan natin. You may not feel fully ready. You may still have fears and weaknesses. But always remember, being a household servant is not about being perfect or knowing everything or controlling people. Hindi yun. Being household servant is not about that. Being a household servant is about serving with love, leading with humility, and always trusting God every single day. Because God called you, God will guide you for sure. God will sustain you. Just allow God to mold you in your daily life as a servant. Kasi He wants you to become and always, ito yung lagi kong sinasabi. Lord, sabi ko sa Kanya, just use me to be able to serve you, but also lead me to a way na yun yung gusto mo para sa akin. Not because of my will, but yours. And always remember, hindi ka mag-isa sa mission na to. We are here. Our leaders, unit servants, chapter servants, even our area servants, they will walk with you, serve with you, and most importantly, Christ Himself will walk with you. So as you continue to serve your household, you become instrument of God's love, healing, encouragement, and presence. And as you serve, always remember you're helping build stronger families, forming disciples, and you are doing God's work. So for every household, may your household May the household under your care grow into a community deeply rooted in Christ. May God be praised.
Amen.
Coffee muna po, water, bread.
Yes, Lord.